Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Bregder, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really cool three-dimensional Mother's Day card. And yours is going to be way better than mine, okay? So this is what it's going to look like when you are finished. Now I'm coming to you live from my home, so excuse the poor quality, but we got to do what we got to do. So I'm going to put this to the side, and these are the supplies you're going to need. A half sheet of construction paper. You can always get more if you need more. And if you want to use multiple colors, you can use multiple colors. A card or a piece of cardstock folded in half. A heart, which your teacher should have for you. A pencil. A glue stick or bottle glue will work too. Some scissors. And that's it. So go get your supplies, pause the video while you get everything. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need is some hearts. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to take your heart, and just for the sake of you guys seeing it better, I'm gonna use a marker, but if I was you, I would definitely use a pencil, okay? So that way it doesn't show up when you cut it. And you're going to trace the heart on your paper. Now you should be able to fit a lot of hearts on here. You're only going to need 8 hearts, but we might have some what I call mess up hearts in case you mess up or you want to choose a better one. So once you trace the heart, it should look just like that. It's so perfect. Okay, so you're going to trace that, and you're going to trace it 8 times until your paper looks about like this. 2, 4, 6, 8. You're gonna need 8 hearts. Unless you're gonna make some more mess up hearts, you can make 4 more right there on a half sheet of construction paper. All right, so I have already cut out my hearts, and now they look like this, okay? So I have all my hearts. I have a couple extra here. Look how perfect they are. I cut them out of my Cricut. I didn't have time to do everybody's, but I do have one for everyone, so it's fine. All right, so once you have your hearts, I want you to take your card. Now, if you want to write in the inside of the card first, you know exactly what you want to write, go ahead and write on the inside. If you want to save that till last, that's fine too. But what I would recommend is that on the outside, if you want to write anything above or below the card, do it before you glue on, because it's harder to write around it once you have all this already on there. Okay, so I would recommend writing on there. Now you can use a marker. I always try and write it in pencil first and then trace it, but it's totally up to you. Now, this is a pretty big flower, so I would recommend only going down like 1 inch and maybe 1 inch from the bottom. So here we can write happy, and on the bottom, Mother's Day. Okay, remember there's an apostrophe S there, and if you want to write in lowercase, fine, but capitalize the M, the D, and the H. Okay. All right, so remember the card opens this way, and if you really want to make the card stand up this way, you can also put Happy Mother's Day the other way and make this the center, okay? But it would have to go kind of a long way. So I recommend doing it this way. Remember, the card opens this way. All right, so you have your card ready, you have your hearts. What you want to do is take each one of these hearts and you're going to fold it in half. So it's a half of a heart. Okay, so we're going to fold. You will need 8 hearts. Remember, we have some mess up hearts. 2, 3, 4, 5. We want a pretty good crease on those. 6, 7, and 8. All right. So we have 8 hearts there. We good with that? I have an extra one here from my mess up, which I might. Okay, so what you're going to do, I would recommend setting it up so that all of your hearts face the same way. Now, I messed up on one of my hearts earlier, and it was because I had one of them backwards. So what you could do to make sure that you put them all the right way, you could put like an X or a little dot on where you're going to glue. So you're gonna glue them down flat that way. So you might wanna put like a little X, and then you know that's the part I'm going to glue, and keep them all the same way. Otherwise you might glue the other side and then you have to cut out a new one and it's a big pain in the butt, right? All right, so I'm just gonna X all my hearts here. So far, so good. Okay, so then you're gonna get your glue. I'm gonna just put that there. Now, remember you can use regular glue, it'll just take a little bit longer to dry, but I found that just the regular glue stick works fine. Okay, so what you wanna do is you kinda wanna find the center of where the card is, because it's gonna go around in a circle. If you start too far over, it's gonna go over your card. So you wanna make sure, you might wanna start this way and kind of fudge it over, or you can kind of lay it out. So I said, okay, it's gonna be about like that. That's fine. In the middle. Okay. So you kind of get where it is. You might even wanna make a dot right there. So you know that's your middle. It's up to you. Now you're gonna pick up it. You're gonna see your X and you're gonna put glue. Okay, you wanna kind of get all the way to the edges here. I'm just gonna kind of overshoot that. And then you're going to take it, now you just put glue on the one side of the X, right? And you're going to fold it down and you're going to put it so that you're going to the middle here. And you just push it down. Now don't want it to glue together, so I hope you didn't put too much glue, right? You just want the bottom part glued on, right? So I'll pick that up so you guys can see. Only that one is glued down. All right, so we are ready for the next one. So get your next heart, find the side with the X, put glue around it. Now you're just going to match it the same way. That's the trick part. You have to go the exact same way. You kind of butt it up against the other one. You don't want a lot of white space in between. See how this one's down? And now you have two there, okay? So if you flapped them down, it would look like a little flower petal, right? Can we all see that? Up, up, up. Okay. Now we're just gonna keep going. You're gonna do the same thing, glue on the X part. You're gonna lay it the same way. And if you put glue on the wrong side, that's okay. Just, you know, go cut another heart out. You open it up, you can close it down, right? So we have 3 on there. Same thing. We are making our X. I'm sorry, flower here. On the X. Making sure it goes the same way, okay? You're just building off that one. It can be as close to the one or as far apart as you want. It doesn't really matter. Another X. Just keep going in that same circle. You should be left with one more spot. And if it overlaps with the other one because you put them too far apart, that's okay. Totally fine. All right. Okay. So that's it. You are all ready. We have our flower. You can open it up so pretty, or you want to put it in an envelope. You can go ahead and flatten it down after it's dry, not right now or it'll glue together, but just push them all back down and kind of squeeze it in the envelope so it's flat, and then when your mom pulls it out, she can fluff it out again. It'll kind of be 3D again. All right, so now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and write on the inside something very heartfelt about how you love and appreciate your mother and thank you for all the stuff she puts up with, and you're really sorry about all the naughty stuff you've ever done and that you love her forever, right? Okay, then you can put it in the envelope. You can decorate the envelope. Make sure to put love and then your name somewhere on there so your mom knows it's from you, okay? Make sure to hold on to it until Sunday, which is American Mother's Day. I'm not sure which day Mexican Mother's Day falls this year, so we'll have to look that up. And then you're gonna give this to your mom, and then you're gonna go do the dishes for her, maybe some laundry, rub her feet, you know, put a movie on, watch your baby brother or sister for her, you know, because all the things she ever did for you, okay? All right, thank you for joining me for Miss Bregder's project tutorial, and I hope everybody has a great Mother's Day. Bye-bye.